What is up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for today's video, we are going to be finding out the difference between leasehold and freehold and which is better for you as a real estate investor. Let's find out more. So both a freehold and leasehold are categorized under something called a tenure. And a tenure spells out the duration as well as the rights you own to that piece of land. So a tenure that gives you a larger entitlement or larger privileges would mean that you would expect to pay a higher price for it. It's really like steak. Better cuts of meat are more expensive than others, but they are still, at the end of the day, both pieces of meat. Let's start off with the Wagyu beef of tenures, and that is your freehold. Freehold means free from hold, which means that you are holding a piece of real estate for an infinite period of time. This is split into two types. You have your fee simple as well as your estate in perpetuity. Fee simples aren't bound by any rules and you have complete ownership on the land you are sitting on. So no bugger from your neighbor says, hey, you can't excavate here. This guy can't say, hey, you can't build a 5-story tall tower here. Yeah, you can, because it's your piece of land. Let's contrast this to estate in perpetuity. For this type of land, you are still bounded by certain legislations by, let's just say, the government. And there are just some things you can't do on this particular piece of land, like building a commercial building on a residential plot of land. In Singapore's scenario, when people usually refer to freehold, they are talking about the estate in perpetuity, because Singapore's government has quite tight control over all land in this country. Next, we are going to talk about leasehold. This is your ribeye steak of tenures, a lot cheaper and way more popular. Why so? For leasehold, your tenure isn't restricted just by your rights, but now it's restricted based on your duration as well. So, for Singapore's case, most land in Singapore are alienated by the state at 99 years. Now that you know the difference between both a freehold and leasehold, which is actually better for you if you are a real estate investor? Before I get your hopes up, I want to tell you that it's really going to depend on what you want out of the investment. If you want higher capital returns, a fresh leasehold might be better for you. The market has shown that leaseholds tend to outperform freeholds in a 20-year period, mainly because freeholds are already trading at a premium to begin with. For long-term cash flow, freehold might be better because you'll be able to rent out the space for... But you can make an argument for the flip side as well. Better cash flow, price-to-rent ratios of decaying leases are much higher for leasehold real estate. Better gain, freehold has higher en-bloc potential, which means you are able to capitalize on developers' interest in this particular piece of land. As you can see, there is actually no one answer that fits all, because tenure isn't the only thing that dictates the quality of real estate for investing purposes. You will have to use different types of strategies and indicators to come up with a more holistic answer for your investments. If you want to find out more about how to use the master plan, click on this video here. That is it for today's video. I hope you learned a little bit more on the differences between freehold and leasehold and which type is actually best suited for your investment needs. At the end of the day, it's really up to you. For me personally, I have a preference towards leasehold, but that doesn't mean it's better than the freehold. It's just really my opinion. If you want to see more cool videos on real estate, drop a like and subscribe, and maybe a comment or two telling me what type of videos you want to see next. With that, I will see you guys in the next video.